Hello everyone, praise be to God. The book of 1 John chapter 2 verse 18 says that, Dear children, this is the last hour, and as you've heard that the Antichrist is coming, even now many Antichrists have come. This is how we know it is the last hour. So, who is this Antichrist? Is he a human being or not? The Antichrist that this verse is referring to is a spirit. Notice that in the book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 3 it says that, but every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you have heard is coming and even now is already in the world. This Antichrist or this spirit is in the world. It is in the world to oppose Christ. It works in human beings. Its purpose is to stop people from believing in Jesus Christ. At the time the book of 1 John was written, this spirit was already in the world, because 1 John chapter 4 verse 3 says that, but every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus Christ is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you have heard is coming and even now is already in the world. So this spirit was already in the world then. So going back to the book of 1 John chapter 2 verse 18, it says that, Dear children, this is the last hour, and as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming, even now many Antichrists have come. This is how we know it is the last hour. So as you see, even in those days, there were people who denied Jesus, who did not believe in him. The book of 1 John chapter 2 verse 22 says that, who is a liar? It is whoever denies that Jesus is the Christ. Such a person is the Antichrist, denying the Father and the Son. So anyone who denies that Jesus is Christ has got the spirit of the Antichrist working in them. The Antichrist is Satan, also known as Lucifer. He's opposed God from the beginning. He is called the Antichrist because he is against Jesus Christ. He works through people, and he loves to work through those people who are in authority. The book of Revelation chapter 13 verse 1 to 10 says that, the dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear, and a mouth like that of a lion. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. People worshipped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast, and they also worshipped the beast and asked, who is like the beast? Who can wage war against it? The beast was given a mouth to utter proud words and blasphemies, and to exercise its authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to blaspheme God and to slander his name and his dwelling place, and those who live in heaven. It was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them. And it was given authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. All inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life. The Lamb who was slain from the creation of the world. Whoever has ears, let them hear. If anyone is to go into captivity they will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword they will be killed. This calls for patience, endurance, and faithfulness on the part of God's people. So this beast in Revelation chapter 13 is somehow similar to the beast in Revelation chapter 17. The Antichrist in Revelation chapter 13 is the dragon, also known as Satan. And the beast are those people he's going to work through, all the people that he's working through. The 10 horns and the 7 heads represent the people in power that Satan will use. And he's using these people, or he will use these people to accomplish his mission. There are so many people in power who blaspheme God. They slander his name. They make funny jokes about him. And these people have got so many followers. For example, celebrities. So many people worship them. And most of the celebrities don't even believe in God. They don't believe in Jesus Christ. So Satan works through so many people to deceive the world, especially those who have power or those who have authority, because he wants to stop as many people as possible from hearing the truth, from knowing that Jesus is God and that Jesus is Christ. Going back to Revelation chapter 13, verse 2 and 3, they say that the dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. And then it says in verse 3 that the whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. So to some of the people, Satan has given riches. Others have fame, they are famous. Others have been given power to perform miracles, wonders and signs. All these things are to draw people to these people so that they can be blinded from the truth. So many people worship celebrities because they are rich and famous, and so many people want to be like them. So anyone who worships these people worships the dragon as well. Because Revelation chapter 13 verse 4 says that people worshipped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast. These people are referred to as the beast because that's how they look like in the spirit. When John the Apostle received this revelation, he was in the spirit. And in the spiritual realm, Satan looked like a dragon, and these people looked like a beast. They look like a beast because their spirit is not from God. Their spirits are from Satan. So they set out to do their father's desires. So going back to the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 8, it says that all inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life, the Lamb who was slain from the creation of the world. So the people in the world will worship these people because they don't belong to God. Those who belong to God will worship God. In the book of John chapter 8, verse 43 to 45, Jesus talks to the Jews who did not believe him, and this is what he says to them. Why is my language not clear to you? Because you are unable to hear what I say. You belong to your father the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Yet because I tell you the truth, you do not believe me. So those who belong to God will worship God and will listen to him. But those who don't belong to God will not listen to him and will not worship him. So if you've not yet given your life to Christ, today just ask him to forgive your sins and ask him to be Lord over your life. If you do that and mean it, you become a born-again child of God. Thanks everyone.